When it comes to electric vehicles, lots of people still have the same questions like, hey, I hear it's cheapest if you can charge your car at home, but can I even install a level 2 charger? Or, hey, I want a road trip and I hear it's not easy to find a charging station, or worse, when I do, it's broken. PGE is helping with that first part, unveiling their new tool, PGE Plus. It's a website, a one-stop shop for understanding all of your at-home charging needs from the pole to the plug. And ODOT just received an additional $10 million in federal funding to fix broken EV chargers along Oregon's highways. That's today's Good Energy.
As someone who felt like they were pretty fluent in, the transition to EVs,
David Morick did all the research, joined the online forums, considered the financials.
I was surprised how much more I had to learn once I purchased the car.
He found out what 83,000 other Oregonians already have. There's a lot that goes into that switch from a greenhouse gas producing car to an electric vehicle.
Logistics and what to expect from the 120 volt versus the 240 and the level 2 charger.
Enter PGE Plus.
It's an easy one-stop shop to go through all of the things you might need to do as a customer to make that transition successful, easy, efficiently, affordably, and then to connect you in with rebates and incentives that actually put money back in your wallet.
All we do is EV charger installations.
Regardless of choosing a PGE preferred installer, Rob Grove, owner of EV Charge PDX, says working with a specialist optimizes your electric use.
We spend time both during the upfront assessment part as well as after the electricity comes on to make sure that people understand what all those opportunities are.
That makes for a great home charging experience. But charging on the road, as David found out, is not so seamless.
And one really practical example was in Tillamook, where I'd learned that there were some fast chargers. When a couple of those were broken, that there was a pileup of cars waiting to recharge. And this was on a Sunday afternoon.
David says he drove all the way to Lincoln City that day to find a fast charger capable of fueling him for the drive back to Portland.
And so, I thought I'd get home at like 5 p.m. I got home at 8 p.m.
ODOT just received $10 million in federal funds to fix broken or out-of-date chargers across the state.
People in Portland want to go to the coast. And so having that infrastructure that makes it a little more seamless would be super helpful.
4 months into owning an EV, and David says the experience has been very positive.
The amount of money that I save now is just, that makes me feel great. Let alone the fact that I'm not burning fossil fuels anymore.
To be clear, if you're going to make that switch to an electric vehicle, having access to level 2 charging and taking advantage of off-peak demand is really what saves a driver money over a gas-powered vehicle. David here says his last SUV was averaging only 16 miles per gallon. At that rate, the switch to an EV means that David has cut his CO2 emissions by about 8 metric tons per year. And that's good energy.